Hey Scotty, wanna rewatch the Lord of the Rings extended trilogy with me? Hey, wait a second, what is that? Oh my god, that's amazing! Let's unbox it! Hello everyone and welcome to another one of our Lazy Swim unboxing videos, the series where Scotty and I take their time to unbox products and read out the cards while letting you know how good they are and if the product is truly worth your time and money. So grab your favorite drink, sit down, lay back and relax as we dive into this unboxing. And today Scotty and I are here to unbox yet another one of the scenes from the scene boxes of the Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth holiday release. This is a supplemental release to the main set that has been in the works for quite a while, and I'm really excited to open this. Thank you very much, Scotty, for that intro. As usual, I am joined here by Glamdring. Today we're taking a look at Gandalf in the Pelennor fields, just outside of Helm's Deep, where he's fighting the Witch King of Angmar, and you can see the people around them as Gandalf is showing his full might to fight the Nazgul and its fell beast. And yeah, these boxes are very interesting. And if you're interested to see what the different things that you can get are inside, we'll be leaving a link in the description down below that you can watch after this video. But without further ado, you'll be able to get 3 boosters, these scene cards that are proper mechanical cards, and then 6 scene cards that are just art cards that you can put on an easel that comes inside. And as usual, we'd like to point out that, well, the box is quite big compared to the collector's boosters. For example, as you can see here, this is the normal size of a collector booster box, and this is the box. So let's open this one up and let's pray that we get the cards that are supposed to be inside, because unfortunately the quality control in some of these products has not been great. Some have been really crispy pringled and others have been destroyed or marked really badly, and even more, some people have not received the correct cards that are supposed to be in here, so they've opened the cards from another scene inside, which is not what's supposed to happen, because you're always supposed to get the same, well, scene card. So without further ado, let's flip this around. You get the wonderful scene at the back of the easel, because this is the easel. You can open it up and here you place the 6 scene cards on the easel proper. And yeah, a little advice, don't pull with your nail. I would advise you, we'll show you at the end how we do it. We just use the card, because otherwise, because it is very easy to break cardboard, you will likely break it. And then here you get a little bit of 2 cutouts in the cardboard and this little box that pulls out as such, which is really cool. And inside of here you get the contents of this wonderful box. So here we are. Okay, so it looks like we got the right one at least that's that. And we get the 3 boosters, which we'll open on camera just after. And now let's dive into the cards and see how good they are. On to the wonderful cards in here. They're not overly pringled, they're a little bit bent, but it's okay for us. You can always just double sleeve them and they'll eventually get back into shape. So thankfully we got lucky on that as well. First up, we have Olorin's Searing Light. So this costs 4. It's Boris. It's an instant. Each opponent exiles a creature with the greatest power amongst creatures that player controls. So that's each opponent. So 3 of them gets exiled. And then Spellmaster, if there are 2 or more instants and or sorceries in your graveyard, then this card deals damage to each opponent equal to the power of the creature that they have exiled. So this is a very interesting removal. It's a choice removal for your opponents. I would rather put a wipe at this expense cost, like with the 2 more mana or 1 more mana. I'd rather wipe or me be able to select, but it's got a burn and it's an okay card. And next up, we have the Sorcerer's Squall. As you can see, every single part of the art is used up really intelligently. This is Sorcerer's Squall. It costs a whooping 9 with 3 blue pips. It's a sorcery. It has Delve, so each card that you exile from your graveyard while casting this spell pays for 1 generic less. And then target opponent mills 9 cards. Then you may cast an instant sorcery spell from that player's graveyard without paying its mana cost. If that spell will be put in the graveyard, exile it instead. This is really good if you have a lot of deck interaction that allows you to play from the graveyard. But even then, because you're delving, I'm not sure that I would do that. Maybe with the new Lost Caverns of Ixalan Discover ability, this might help a little bit, but I don't know that I want want to do this because the payout is not that great. You just get to copy and cast an instant sorcery spell from their player's graveyard. So it's an okay one if you cast something amazing, but let's be honest, half the time you won't be doing that. Then we have Ramass Echor, Ancient Shield, which costs 4 and it's white. It's a legendary artifact. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, you draw a card, and then you get to create a 0/3 white wall creature token with Defender. This is really fun. There's a Defender Commander as well that was, if I'm not mistaken, was a 2018 or 2019 Commander decks. So this might be fun with that one. At the beginning of a combat turn, creature you control with Defender gain Exalted until the end of turn, meaning that whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gets +1/+1 until the end of turn for each instance of Exalted and once permanents you control. So that deck would definitely use this. If I'm not mistaken, that's actually Jeskai, that deck, so you could play that one in here. Okay, next up we get the Courageous Resolve, which is an instant. It costs 3 and it's white. Up to 1 target creature you control gains protection for each of your opponents until the end of turn, and then you draw a card. So this gives protection to 1 creature from all your opponents until the end of turn. They cannot be blocked, targeted, dealt damage, enchanted, equipped, or anything controlled by those players. And then for Faithful Hour, if you have 5 or less life, you cannot lose life this turn. You can't lose the game this turn, and your opponents can't win the game this turn. Now, this is a great fun card. Add this on top of Everybody Lives, and you have a really annoying way to just stall the game. Of course, this is very situational. At 5 or less life, and if by the next turn you can't come up with something, then you're basically gonna be dead, because it's only until the next turn, not your next turn. But it's not bad, and I like it. I do prefer Everybody Lives, of course, but it's not bad. I think it's a decent card. Then we get Gandalf of the Secret Fire. This is a 3/4 avatar wizard, and it is Jeskai, and it costs 4. And whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell from your hand during an opponent's turn, exile that card with 3 times counter on it. Okay, so this could be something with the new Doctor. Instead of putting it into your graveyard as it resolves, then if it is exiled and doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. So basically you get to cast him again. And with the Doctor, which if I'm not mistaken, he's Jeskai as well, this would definitely go well in that. And then we get Thal's Beast Shriek. So this is it, and it's a sorcery. Each opponent chooses the creatures they control, tap and go those creatures, meaning that until your next turn, those creatures cannot attack you, but must attack other players than you, and must attack each combat if able. Then splice onto an instant sorcery for paying 4. So basically, you just get to goad, tap and goad creatures. So that's it for the scene. Let's have a quick review of the cards. Realistically, this is the most fun one that can synergize with a lot of decks. This one synergizes with very few decks. This is the most fun one. It synergizes with the precon, the new Doctor Who precon. So this is a suspend card, and it could be fun in that deck. This could be fun in the wall deck. Realistically, this one and this one are okay. I think the best card out of here is Courageous Resolve, and the Fell Beast Shriek is alright. So that's about it for the scene. Beautiful cards, beautiful art, and beautiful foiling. Next up, we'll have a look at the art, just like we did before. This is just the art, and we'll try and place it on the easel. Now, again, the art in here is not foil. The only foil cards are going to be the cards that you get in the mechanically correct ones. So let's see how you do this. I think the best way is you bend it a little bit, you put the card in, and then you kind of like wiggle it around so you don't destroy this, because it's very flimsy if you want to keep this. Otherwise, you can always just go ahead and go to either your local arts and crafts, or you can go to a local framing place and you can ask to have these framed in a nice, beautiful way if you love the scenes of the cards. Or hell, you can even do that with the real mechanical cards and frame those if you love it that much. I mean, as a Lord of the Rings fan, this is just a wonderful little treat and a little present that at the price point of 30-something pounds is definitely worth it, because you also get 3 set boosters, which is nice. There are some of these that are going to depend on what cards you like to play and what decks you like to play, right? So it's very dependent upon that, but overall they are a good little thing. And voila, we have done on it. We have recreated the scene more or less. It's not perfect. It doesn't, like, you'll have to play around with it a little bit, but voila, that's the scene recreated and done. And of course the easel then stands up by itself, and you can just have it like this, looking towards whatever you want, and it's just wonderful. And it's got a little bit of art around. Next up, let's have a look at what cards we might get in here. It's always a nice treat to be able to open some set boosters from this set. That's a wonderful set, and I think in time this set will appreciate in value definitely, especially if they won't be able to redo another expansion like this one, depending on the copyrights that they might have. There you go, Lauren revealed as the great common that you can find in here that's been used in many formats nowadays, and it's a great card. We have Wizard's Rockets, Ant's Fury, Great Hall of the Citadel, Gimli's Axe, Faramir Field Commander, Dunedain Rangers, Shortcut to Mushrooms, Downlanker Bane in the Scene, Borderless, Frodo Sarah's Bane in the normal, and Escape from Orthanc in foil, and a Spirit Token. Nothing great so far out of these boosters. I think we got the Aragorn, the guide in the previous one, which wasn't bad, but nothing amazing. Then we get Galadrim's Bow, the Shower of Arrows, Shire Scarecrow, Shire Terrace, Revive the Shire, everything is Shire in here, Frodo Baggins, and then we get Gollum, Patient Plotter, great in limited, Samwise the Stout-Hearted, also good in limited, Mirkwood Bat in the Scene, Tom Bombadil. Okay, that's a good card. That's a good mythic and very strong. And then we get Lost to Legend in foil and a Human Soldier token. The last booster, let's see what we have. We get a Mountain foil, Isolation at Orthanc, Fire at Orthanc, Cast into the Fire, Council's Deliberation, Stone of Erech, the Bath Song, which is a fun little saga, the Grey Havens, Voracious Fell Beast. Ooh, Aragorn Uniter in the Showcase Ring version. That's nice. Really cool. I really like this one, and it's a beautiful art, and that's a mythic as well. And then we have the Mines of Moria in the rear, Folk of the Barrowdons in foil, and a Human Soldier. So that's it from our unboxing here. If you like what we did, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, as it helps small channels like ours a lot. And we hope to see you in the next unboxing, where we will unbox the other 2 scene boxes and the collector booster for this special holiday release. Until the next time, we wish you a lovely day, a blessed day. Be good, be kind, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!